tomorrow, ang top 4 po natin ng lalaban. May semifinals po match in the morning. Hindi naman sa morning. Na maaga, mga 4 o'clock. Habang ang finals po natin mangyayari ng 6 o'clock. At ang magkakaso ng finals natin ay walang iba kundi si Junie Boy and Boss King. Yes, so sila po ang guest casters natin for today. Dahil nako po, na-bankrupt na po ang buong kumpanya namin kakakuha lang kay Boss King tsaka kay Junie Boy. Sabi ng boss namin, sige nga okay lang ma-bankrupt, basta kunin natin si Boss King tsaka Junie Boy para sa casters natin. Kaya na po tayo, nagpapa-tournament tayo para sa kanila. And of course, ito po tayo, syempre naglalaro po tayo, gumagawa ng tournament para sa ating mga players for today. So let's go po. We have our standard bands. Ling and our Joy were banned out by the blue team. On the other hand, no, that's not the Loyi. I think that's a new hero. Again, sorry po sa mga sa mga hindi pa sure. Ako po ay bagong caster lang po. Sa totoo lang po, last week lang po nagsimula ng Mobile Legends. Kaya, fake laughter po ang only defense po natin. Yuchong ang other hero po natin. So, let's go. Yuchong ang binan out nila. Earlier on, I was seeing kung bakit ayaw nila ng Yuchong. It's mostly because as a character na sobrang overpowered, really introduced, hindi pa po siya nababalance out. In classic games that I've played and some of the ranking matches that I've played, na may Yuchong, lagi po silang nanalo most of the time because sobrang imba lang po talaga. Kaya hindi ko po talaga alam. Yun po talaga yung yan po talaga yung nangyayari, no? And of course, I was also talking about this earlier, na with the past update, actually, sorry, the past 2 updates, in-update po lahat ng mga attack heroes natin, which is why heroes like Uranus and Atlas are both being picked. Very interesting, for example, if you take a look here at Fort Mafia, meron po agad silang 2 tanks, Uranus and Atlas. And of course, another very sturdy hero in the form of a Thamus. Thamus? Nangyarinig ko sa Mobile Legends mo na gano'n. Thamus. Tamus yung pangalan po niya. Yan po yung ating match for today. They were able to ban out as Valir. Interesting ban. Carry is another good ban because of the 2 tanks currently on Fort Mafia side. They do not want a marksman hero that can instantly take down tanky heroes of that sort. Ganun po talaga. Kasi pag carry, you're able to take down heroes regardless of their HP kasi percentage po ang bawas po niya. And therefore, right now, nahihirapan po yata ang Omega trying to take a good hero or a good marksman hero that will take this one out. Because for me, yes, instead, they will go and opt for another tank hero. Okay, now this is very interesting. One of the heroes na I do not see often is is this hero right here, the Veil. Very good siya for crowd control, not very, hindi ko pa nakikita yung potential niya for damage. So therefore, very interesting to see kung anong magiging kalalabasan nito. Actually, we changed out. Exactly what I was saying, Veil, I have not seen very much before. However, Farsa is usually a very good pick because you either go for the Valir or you either go for the Farsa. That's how I've seen matches. Of course, ano bang alam ko, kakasimula ko lang ng cast and mag-stream at maglaro ng Mobile Legends muli after a very, very long time. And eto na po, magsisimula po na ang ating laban. And of course, as we move on to our next match, Leo Mord now picked on Ballistix Omega. It's very interesting how they're able to, how they'll be able to play this game. No? They have no marksman. They are going to be relying on, I'm guessing, magical damage and pure damage output coming from Oyi and the mage in the form of the Esmeralda. Or baka itatank nila, I'm not so sure how they're going to play this. Normally, when I play Esmeralda, I use her primarily as a tank. However, if they plan to use her as a mage, then that is how most people play her anyway. So I'm guessing that is what is going to happen for this match. All right, so let's take a look at our teams for today. Of course, on the other side, let's take what is going on? Sorry, check ko lang yung sa kabila. All right. Let's wait for that. And here we go. Uranus is now on the side of Port Mafia. We have a Uranus, Farsa, We have a Bruno for their marksman. We have an Atlas as their fighter. And of course, on the other side for Omega, we have a Loyi, an X-board. We were able to see a very good X-board last game. We'll be able to see the same here. Let's see that. Let's check that out later on.
Seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
All right, here we go. Let's see how that works out. And at the same time, let's see how. And here we go. All right. All right, so here we go. They're trying to out, and Loy able to take out damage. We'll see how we progress from here. And now let's try and see as well how things will progress. On the lower end, we have a Sound versus an X4. They're able to fight that out. And yeah, let's see how things are going. All right, and currently, we're also having on our other match on the other side. We have a few more teams actually currently ongoing, which is why we are simultaneously having both in. All right, so let's just wait for that to happen, and we're going to proceed with our next team in a bit. Okay, so moving on, we can now see that we've entered our standard one current meta, the farming up the Loyi, bringing him down to that down to that level. Well, we're not sure how we're able to fight that out. Alright, and they were not doing anything about that. They're just causing harassment here, trying to and will he be able to catch any? No, instead of being able to catch out any of them, he will be able to catch out one, and we will instantly for that mistake, not being able to catch out all heroes, instead being expert hook right to fight stacks, and not able to take down anyone. They are trying to bring him in. It is unable to now the match in the Rio Mortal out and takes first blood, forcing down on the Bruno, while the Sam takes down the other character. We're seeing a Leomore take down a whole lot of other characters, and will he be able to take down the fourth? Yes, he does a mega kill, and he does take the Sams down. All right, let's try and see how things progress. And of course, going to see the top lane. Top lane, not much is happening. We see a tank versus tank confrontation. Not much will be happening. Most of the fight will be happening here in the middle lane. Shout out po kay Kiel. Hi Kiel, I hope you guys are having fun. Dito lang po tayo, makinig tayo sa test stream namin. And let's see how things are going to proceed from here. Alright, and well, while I was looking away, yes, we are also organizing many times take down another character, and they are able to take that, trying to take back the some aggression, and they are able to balance out, go down another attack from the other side, and they are able to bring back the score back to a 2-5, coming down out from nothing. All right. Now we are trying to see how things are progressing from here. Not much is happening. We're trying to find and trying to see how they're able to annoy. Things have sound check. Sound check. Sound check.
Triple kill. Shut down.
Sound check. All right, so there we go. Sorry for that interruption. We are also having some other difficulties as well in other
Turtle
other
resurrecting
streams as well.
soon.
Sound check. All right, so here we go. Let's resume with the match and let's try this progressive here. The X word is let's take a look at the score. 6-9 in favor of Ballistix Omega, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, here we are. They're trying to take out the jungle character over here. It's currently happening. Not much is going on. And yeah, let's see how things are progressing from there. On the other side, we are also beginning our other matches as well. So let's try to see how we can bring that in.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
All right. So now that we have everything set, sorry for that quick interruption. We had just a few issues while trying out our match on the other side. Now let's get on to this match instead. Of course, and here comes the confrontation. And both teams have started clashing. First one goes down is Esmeralda as the Uranium takes back and trying to come out. And no, he does not. We have 2 heroes now down, now 3, and it's now moving out onto a 4 versus 2, and of course they will disengage. They are not able to take that down, and down the X-Bar goes down as well. That is the extent of the damage that the red team not take advantage of. And now with that, the blue team, or rather Port Mafia, takes that down and brings it up to a 2-9. Sorry, rather a 10-9 out of nowhere. And moving on, let's try to see how things are progressing. The mid lane was actually taken down by the and now moves on with its next important item as well. The hero, are now moving out, and let's take a look at this confrontation on the right side. Uranus tries to pop in. He does not. Esmeralda tried to put in an ultimate, however, that did not hurt Uranus. Instead, he was able to come out, and that is what happened. All right. So here we go. We're trying to take down now the characters, and let's try to see now. We see four, rather three heroes here. Three. Atlas takes it down, and before the final takes on the Liu Ward was causing the problems while the Bruno is now punishing this Roy Yi, and he's able to engage. However, the parcel will take it slow. Actually, the down two actually takes it down. Atlas is trying to take down the expert as well. Instead, more heroes are coming into the defense. Four now, five heroes are coming in and down. There we go. We are now moving on to the top lane. The blue team is rotating the top lane. We'll see if anything happens here. And nope, they just we clear out the creep wave. Maybe they'll take down this blue buff rather than this red buff, and they'll be able to try and take down the middle tower as well. Farsa is engaging from afar while punishing the Esmeralda is powerless to do anything, even though Venus attack, he's not able to take down that many characters. And there we go. Let's see how things progress from here. Will they be able to turn this down? And strangely, they were able to fight it out. So even with even though they were down five a while ago, Port Mafia comes back and is able to draw in back and bring it back. Sorry, I just keep saying bring it back because I can't believe it either. Grabe, no? Ang lamang nila kanina absolutely down to 0 to 5. I think laki ng lamang, and then suddenly, here we go. If you guys are like me, you're, of course, you can take a look at the experience lead and the gold lead as well. Things are now swinging way over to the blue side. As you can see here, for example, on screen, the Uranus is just simply playing around, no, without these 3 heroes, 4 heroes actually. He's taking on the entire team. Ganun po ganun po kakunat ang ating Uranus. So, ini-ignore lang niya ang lahat ng damage coming out. Again, as I mentioned earlier, with a lot of tanks have been buffed, and one of them is the Uranus, which has become a very staple for most tournaments at this point. And of course, here we go. Lord has now actually come out, charging down the middle lane, and our red team is doing nothing but turtling in because that's all that they can do. They need to borrow the power of the towers in order to bring as much damage as possible and buy time. They of course have the high ground advantage, even though one high ground. So, however, with the artillery power that is Sparsa, they have to be pushed back because there is no way that the rest of the team can jump in and face all 5 heroes. Even though there are 3,000 damage, is the Lord who eventually takes some of the basket. And there we go. It is GG versus Ballistix Omega with Port Mafia, of course, taking the victory. And that was a very clean match right there. So congratulations to nanalo. Oo, nanalo sila, no? Oo, nanalo sila. Congratulations to Port Mafia. Napakabilis laban. Actually, I thought that Ballistix Omega would take it in the early first round. That was like they had very good control. However, midway, it was that one clash that instantly turned everything around. I really thought that the Leo Ward was finally crush everybody, which was what was happening in the early round. However, in the end, Port Mafia was able to turn it around using their natural hero ability, taking advantage of the fact that they were able to form a sturdy defense around a far side and Bruno leading damage from behind. Very good team competition, and I'd like to see more of this action in the next few matches. All right, so we'll be moving on to our next match later on. Our next match will be at 7